Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, His Her Grace Kirtida Mataji ki jai. No, Mataji, Kirtan is very, very important. Sahishnu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. ఏమో ఇప్పుడు చూడండి నాకైతే కరెక్టే కనిపిస్తుంది. నేను రైట్ లెగ్ లెఫ్ట్ నా రైట్ హ్యాండ్ లెగ్. హరే కృష్ణ మొన్న మాతాజీ, హరే కృష్ణ సిరి ప్రభు, హరే కృష్ణ అనిల మాతాజీ, సంకల్ప్,
हरे कृष्ण माता जी,
హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ,
माता
ధన్యవాదాలు. హరే కృష్ణ, నైస్ టు సీ యూ. సౌమ్య మాతాజీ మీరు ఆన్లైన్ ఏంటి అసలు, మీరు ఆన్లైన్ ఏంటి, మీరు లైవ్లో? ఐ నో. Is it clear, Mataji? My voice is clear to all of you? నేను రైట్ ఎత్తుతున్నా, రైట్ లేదు నాకు రైటే కనిపిస్తుంది కదా ప్రభుజీ, ఇక్కడైతే కరెక్టే కనిపిస్తుంది. మాతాజీ, is there any mirror image of mine like I am lifting my right hand?
No,
it's just like a breaking for us.
no Mataji, our internet is bad, so కొంచెం బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది, బట్ మిర్రర్ ఇమేజ్ అయితే ఏం లేదు మాతాజీ. జస్ట్
వాయిస్ చాప్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. మొన్న మాతాజీ, is my voice chopping to you also or is it clear?
No, this is
It's breaking, Prabhu. మీరు కనెక్ట్ కాలే వైఫైకి?
The kirtan was breaking for me.
ఓకే, let's see. ఆప్టిమమ్ అదే ఉంది కదా.
Yeah,
మన
yes,
మన
my
దానికేనా?
my
DC
optimal DC3EF.
Okay. हाँ FCC, लेकिन हमको कभी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता है ना.
Yeah.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी, अभी कैसा है माता जी?
Better.
Better. Okay, let me get it closer then. Your dad is not here. Your dad went to Goloka. He was doing kirtan and he went to Goloka. Sankalp. Okay, we are recording the recording. I think we are recording the class. So we'll start with our prayers. Devotees will join according to their convenience. Today it is actually a squeeze-in class. We are supposed to have our Bhakti Riksha class on Friday, but because of the big Kirtan program, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, Kirtan Love Fest, it's a Valentine's Day weekend. So since last 5 years, we are celebrating in ICNJ this 3-day festival. So it's a big program. We all have to support the program. So all the Bhakti Rikshas are either preponed or cancelled. So I chose preponing instead of cancelling because we should go on with Bhagavad Gita classes, topics every time. So we'll continue our Bhakti Riksha classes with the Bhagavad Gita. We'll start with our prayers. नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते रोमपाद स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Thank you very much all the devotees who are here attending live and attending online. Whoever cannot attend the class in live or online, they have the recordings also available, and you have the link for the YouTube channel of recording, and we will be sharing in our WhatsApp group also. So I was just thinking when our dear Kirtida Mataji was doing such a beautiful kirtan, that how Krishna has invested his name, form, activities and his qualities into this name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's so powerful, it's so potent Mahamantra. If you want to relish the pastimes, directly if you read the pastimes, maybe you will be able to relish or may not be complete relishment. But if you once gain the taste for Hare Krishna Mahamantra, those all happiness and relishments will be revealed to you through the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we have to get attached to this Mahamantra. We have to get the higher taste for this Mahamantra. How, Mataji? Why we should get this higher taste for Mahamantra? We have lot of other mantras also. So let's meeting link share చేయమని మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నారు రోజు ఒకసారి FCC మళ్ళీ అక్కడికి ఫార్వర్డ్ చేయండి 3 links. పంపించిన నేను అన్నయ్య జాయిన్ అవుతాను కానీ లేట్ మరి మళ్ళీ కూడా రిమైండర్ పంపించాను సారీ. సో వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్ ఇస్, వై ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఐ వాజ్ జస్ట్ ట్రయింగ్ టు గెట్ సమ్ Shastric evidence which we have discussed in our starting earlier classes. This is not from Bhagavad Gita, this is not from Bhagavatam, but this particular verse is quoted from Puranas and Shastras in Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita also, while in the purports and commentaries. So let's go to that verse to again focus on this. My mood is towards all KLF this week, like Kirtan Love Fest. I enjoy. It's morning 11:30 till 10 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm there all the time. Devotees come. Of course, they have all duties. Everybody has duties. But I stay there. Because never we get the opportunity to sit for 9 hours, 10 hours continuously in the Kirtan. That's the only festival wherein I don't run around too much. I do it little bit, but youth take care of the most of the things. Other festivals, I don't sit at a place. Even when my Guru Maharaj was there the other day, Yajna time, whenever some new devotees come, I just go down there and then go and talk to the new devotees. But Kirtan somehow, it's touching to my heart because these all devotees are coming from different places to give us the taste for Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So they are putting so much endeavor, so we have to honor their endeavors.
Coming from outside, right?
Yes, the Kirtaniers are all from outside, not from our CNJ. Okay. Yes, in between when there are gap CNJ devotee kids who are again very beautiful Kirtaniers, they also join. But mostly it is, we repeat, we hear, and what happens by repeating and hearing, I will discuss now through a verse. Bhupal Prabhu joined, go very good. Thank you Prabhuji for sharing. Okay, so this is the verse which Narad Muni says. Narad Muni asked Lord Vishnu, where do you reside? How can we feel you? Because when I am with Leena Mataji, I can connect to Leena Mataji. That's why I prefer live classes. When I am with Kirtida Mataji, I am able to connect to Kirtida Mataji with what they are saying, with what are their emotions. If it is online chat, that may not be fully liveable, live connection. So devotees ask Lord Vishnu, who have the access to ask, especially Narad Muni, how can we feel you at all the times with us in life? I know everybody is fallen souls, not able to connect to you through going to Goloka. We are not yet qualified. We ourselves have chosen not to stay with you and came here. That's our mistake. That's not your mistake. You have compassionately allowed us to be here, giving us all the facilities, but at the same time you gave us the enough knowledge to come back to you. But we were ignoring. We are ignoring still. Narad Muni is saying that. Narad Muni is called like he is devotee. He is the best devotee. He is thinking about Krishna always. What does he say always? Narayana, Narayana. Always Narayana, Narayana. Always on the Veena. So whenever we get Udnama, in Manam Jaicha? Hare Krishna Udnama. So whenever we get any situation wherein our mind is going to something else other than related to Krishna, this is like a Brahmastra for us. We can just say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare once. That's it. My Guru Maharaj, when there are some situations in public that are not very conducive for his lectures either to deliver or the devotees to listen, he immediately says, Govinda, 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 Govinda. Like that. You understand? When you say that, automatically our mind, instead of going to 100 places saying that why did this happen, who is the reason and all these things, our mind will go towards Krishna. Our mind should go towards Krishna. So how does this verse help? I know we are going to Bhagavad Gita. Devotees, we are going to Bhagavad Gita. All the essence of Bhagavad Gita, all the essence of Bhagavatam, all the essence of Vedas, all the essence of Shastras, scriptures is to always meditate on Krishna, is always to think about Krishna, is always to get into the mood of serving Krishna. So this Kirtan topic and Hare Krishna Mahamantra topic helps us. So I am just trying to do that. వీళ్ళని అందరినీ మ్యూట్ చేయొచ్చా ప్రభుజీ ఒకటేసారి, ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు వీళ్ళ స్క్రీన్స్ వస్తున్నాయి మధ్య మధ్యలో వాళ్ళు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసినప్పుడు.
యాక్సెసిబుల్ లేదు మనకి చేయడానికి.
ఓకే ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు ఎవరైనా జాయిన్ అయినప్పుడు టక్కున అది స్క్రీన్ చేంజ్ అవుతుందా? Because recording should be like this, right?
Yeah, let me
if it goes somewhere. Okay. So in the verse, still recording goes on, right?
Yes.
In this verse, Narad Muni when asks Lord Narayana, Vishnu, that where do you reside? We all can't come to Vaikunta. We all can't come to go to Goloka. Where do you reside? Narad Muni is very compassionate. Narad Muni compassion we can see everywhere. In every devotee's life, somehow or the other. That compassion we may not understand. We feel that compassion should be somebody should come and help me. Somebody should come and rescue me. Somebody should fulfill my desires. Then only that is proper compassion. But no, it's not. The proper compassion is whatever is best for you, that should be done. The best you may not understand is the best. The teacher gives punishment in the school to the student if he doesn't do his homework properly. For the student, it's a punishment. Student is thinking she is punishing me. But why is the teacher trying to punish him? I mean, punishing is in different ways. We are not talking about child abuse or anything here. But why is the teacher punishing him? The intention behind punishing the student is the welfare of the student. But student doesn't understand it is for his welfare. So how we should take the things is, remember Krishna automatically. My Guru Maharaj was saying in recent classes that we offend somebody or we take offense of somebody only because we don't have the proper shelter. You were there in all classes. Because your source of shelter or where you are seeking shelter is not proper. If your source of shelter is proper, you will not offend anybody. Sheetal Machari, right? You will not offend anybody and you will not take anybody's offense. Deep, very deep. Deep means it is the thing which can connect to our eternal nature of being servant of Krishna. We cannot take offense from somebody. Mataji, it is very clear. Black and white दिख रहा है माताजी, वो गलत है, हम सही है. फिर क्यों हम उनको गलत नहीं बोले? जरूरत ही नहीं है. तुम कौन से पुजारी हो, तुम कौन से भक्त हो? कृष्णा को तो ना बोल के आ गए इधर. You said no to Krishna and came here. So think about that very, very big mistake you have done. Before that, these all small mistakes are nothing. You try to get out of here. And you take the proper help, proper boat, proper rope to get out of this problem. Don't take the help of the weekend sticks which will fall you apart and again you will fall down into the ocean. So these all people who are around you, for whom you are feeling discomfort, are the weakened stems and strips through which holding you will again fall into the Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. So leave it. Let go. Let go. How should we let go? I'm coming to the verse, devotees, please wait. How to let go these all things, Mataji? My mother-in-law said me something. My father-in-law said me something. My friend told me something. My mother told me something. My husband every day says something to me. How should we take these all things? We should take all these things as arrangement of Krishna, making us learn something and get back to Krishna. This is Dukkhalayama Shashvatam. This is not a permanent place. The relationships are not permanent. The love is not permanent. Yes, we have to be loved and we have to love others, seeing the perspective of seeing Krishna in everybody. We are all coming from there only. Very nice saying of Ayendra Prabhu. Ayendra Prabhu says, if we are not fallen, how we would have fallen here? हम लोग गिरे हुए लोग हैं, इसीलिए यहाँ पे गिरे हैं. वरना तो भगवान के पास ही रहते थे ना अच्छी तरह से. We want to enjoy separately from Krishna. We were looking for the enjoyment, not the screw being in the machine and working properly. The screw on the road, what value it has without the connection? The tree is there. The tree is thinking, I'm strong, I'm big, I'm stout, I have big leaves, big flowers. I don't have to do anything with the roots. And if it gets disconnected from the roots, what is the value of the tree? एक हफ्ते में पूरा झड़ जाएगा. Life ही नहीं रहेगा वो tree में. So that connection establishing is it's nothing new. Prabhupada says, it's nothing new. It's innate feature of all jivas that we are connected to Krishna. We have to just spark the fan. And for sparking the fan, devotees, please don't take shelter of weak strings, weak stems that she told me something, he told me something, somebody told me something. No. We have got this human life. How many of the jivas have human life? 30% out of living life, existence, is there already. 70% is there already. In the full 30%, how many are human beings? And from the human beings, how many are devotees? And from the devotees, how many know the actual goal of the life? So how much fortunate we are. Looking at this big fortune, nothing matters. It matters, but you should not make that affect our consciousness, which will destroy our bhakti. चलता है, ठीक है, आज उन्होंने मुझे डांटा है, कल वो मर गए, कल मैं मर गई, वो डांट रहेगा? नहीं रहेगा. We attended this week was a really interesting week. Krishna was showing me Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, everything. I attended a funeral, I attended a birth, I attended Maharaj classes, I attended something very auspicious also. But everything comes from Krishna. Everything emanates from Krishna. Very dear devotee friend family of ours. Suddenly cardiac arrest and he left his body. But anyhow, that's another topic. But what is the topic is elevating consciousness. Today's our verses also are our teaching and learning is towards elevating our consciousness. Coming back to our Hare Krishna Mahamantra, why do we have to remember Lord first of all? I told you the story of how Narada Muni asking the Lord Vishnu, right? Where do you reside? We all want to, see, if we all don't believe in God, we wouldn't have been here sitting and discussing. If we all don't want to ultimately please God, who is the source of everything, we would not have discussed Bhagavad Gita, either online or Somebody is listening my recording after 1 year also, 2 years, 3 years back I have done some classes. Somebody just sent me a message, Mataji, you did a class on this Garuda Purana. In that this particular verse is saying that we have to go to this paka by making small mistakes also. Is it real serious? So who will listen when we don't know? But they will listen, and that is their fortune, Sukruti. They are hearing from Shastra. I'm not adding my mental concoctions or speculations here. I have learned from Bhagavad Gita as it is. I have learned from Prabhupada. I have learned from my spiritual master. I'm not yet qualified to add too many of my realizations into my class. No mirchi masala. No mirchi masala. There are a lot of scriptural serials. The essence is lost somewhere. Around it all is spices. How spicy it is, how tasty it is, how palatable it is. Hare Krishna Vala Prabhu. How palatable it is, like that. No. We have to catch the essence. So here I am talking about the verse what Narada Muni got from Lord Vishnu. Yeah, Prabhuji Bhaiti. So Narada Muni heard from Lord Vishnu. What is Vishnu saying? Naham tishtami vaikunte yoginam hrudayeshu va tatra tishtami narada yatra gayanti madbhakta. What is he saying? Lord Vishnu is addressing his dear devotee as my dear Narada. When we will all hear this, Mataji, pine for this hearing. My dear Kirtida, my dear Srimati, my dear Padmanabha, my dear Leena, when we will hear this from Krishna? Are we not longing for that? Yes, we are. Just follow the process. Nahi Mataji? आपको भी बुलाएंगे Mataji, Krishna बोलेंगे. ऐसे बुलाएंगे तो कितना अच्छा लगेगा. Actually, I do not reside in my abode. What is the abode of Lord Narayana? Vaikunta, right? I do not reside in my abode Vaikunta, nor do I reside within the hearts of the yogis. Yogis meditate, right? Why do they meditate? They want to see the Lord, they want to feel the Lord. But he is saying, I'm not even there in the hearts of the yogis. They are just meditating, they are trying to remember me, but they are not remembering me in the correct process. What is the process? Here it's been mentioned. But I reside in the place where my pure devotees chant my holy name and discuss my form, pastime and qualities. Because of the presence of the Lord in the form of transcendental vibration, the Vaikunta atmosphere is automatically evoked. Very beautiful, right? Machita madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. The one who always discusses about me, the one who always discusses about my form, my activities, my quality. This looks very selfish, right, Mataji? If I go and tell to you all, oh, I am a great devotee, please talk about me, you will go to nice place. It feels like it is boasting about ourselves. Feels like selfish. Why would Krishna do that? Krishna is doing that because Narad Muni, his dear devotee, asked, how can we come to you? If I say, Mataji, you sit at home and meditate on me and my pastimes, like Mataji is serving in kitchen, Mataji is serving in... Do you come to me? No, you will be at your home only. But if you think about Krishna, we can go to Krishna. Practical. Very practical. So thank you very much, Kirtida Mataji, for nicely... Most of the things what I speak, you know, I know. But still you come here and do the kirtan, start the class. It's very auspicious to start anything with the kirtan. So we will go to our class now, maybe. So we did it at 31, Prabhuji? Till 31 we did, right?
Yes,
last time?
28 to 31.
28 to 31. So last time we did Bhagavad Gita verses 28 to 31 devotees. We discussed, there was a break in between because we had Guru Maharaj classes continuous on the topic of respect. Respect being the fabric of any relationship. It's a part of Vaishnava etiquette sessions. So we did not do our class that time, but most of the Bhakta Vriksha devotees took the nice association of Guru Maharaj and they got more spiritual knowledge than our weekly Bhakta Vriksha class. So let's go to verse number 32 now. Just for a recap, verse number 31. First chapter, verse number 31. Nacha shreyo anupashyami hatva svajanamahave na kankshe vijayam Krishna nacha rajyam sukhani cha. What did this verse talk about? Arjuna is saying no to many things, thinking that they are material. Nacha rajyam, I don't want any kingdom. Nacha shukha, I don't want any happiness. Na vijayam, I don't want any victory. Krishna is taking these three things as material. That's the problem. These are not material. These are spiritual, transcendental, and according to your dharma. You are with me, Leena Mataji? 1.31. Page number 51. This is a recap. We will start from 52. Yeah. So it's like he is saying that I don't desire this, right? We are not talking about here desires. If I talk about what Padmanabha Prabhu desires, he doesn't say me that. But if he says, I want a mansion, I want a driverless car, I want something, are we talking about here desires of the devotee which are connected to the material things? No. So who is asking Arjuna, what do you desire? Krishna asks them to be there to perform his dharma, to perform his duty. He is saying, I do not desire this. Consequent verses also show that I will not get happiness from deriving this. So happiness, desiring what suits my mind, sense gratification. Seemingly, Dhritarashtra might think, wonderful, very nice. My brother's son is amazing. He is a great person. He has a very good heart. Leave the battlefield. Go, my sons will enjoy. You are the right, real person. Then do that to your sons better. Make your sons feel like that and leave the battle. No. He wants to do for his sons this type of sense gratification and he wants to glorify Arjuna. But Arjuna, as we have discussed before, was also doing sense gratification, trying to gratify his sense, top of all the senses, that is mind. He has to get out of it. Externally we think a lot that, oh, Arjuna is so nice. He's saying that he don't want to kill his own people. In future verses, some verses you listen, next 4-5 verses, you feel like, wow, Arjuna is good. Arjuna is good. Why is this Krishna indulging him in this warfare where so much blood is shed? Krishna is Madhava. Why 5 villages? Krishna wishes he can give 5 whole kingdoms, whole universes, whole planets and tell to Arjuna, rule there, you are a Kshatriya. But Krishna did not do that. Why is he creating all this massacre? Like that we will feel. But on top of everything is the dharma. Krishna says, yada yada hi dharmasya. Right? Whenever there is a fall down of dharma, I will come. I will come to re-establish the dharma. So in this he is talking about the desire, Arjuna. Next verses we will go ahead. We will do in set of these verses. It is 30 to 35. Many devotees do 32 to 35 at a stretch with the translation, but I don't want to do like that. We will do 32 and 33 and then 34 and 35. Slowly we will take it, try to understand the essence of these verses. We can all do it together. Kim no rajyena govinda, kim bhoger jivitena va, yesham arthe kankshitam no, rajyam bhoga sukhani cha, tamime vihitas yuddhe, pranam tyaktva dananni cha, acharya pitara putras, tataiva cha pitamaha. So, here in these 2 verses, Krishna is been addressed by Arjuna. Basically, here what is happening is, he says, what is the use of this kingdom? Arjuna is saying, what is the use of this kingdom? What is the use of this enjoyment? And what is the use of life itself? He says clearly, not only Kimbo, Jivitenava. There is no use of this life if I kill them. So he doesn't know the value of life. Value of life is not taking care of your eye and minds. Value of life, human life, is to go back to the place where we came from. Know our eternal existence. Try to give the happiness which you are deriving to others also through the ultimate way. So he's saying, I do not know, what is the use of this life itself? For all those people with whom I am fighting for, when I get the riches, I want to enjoy with them all. And when they are dead in the battlefield, then what enjoyment it is? Duryodhana is not thinking like this, right? When you see, Duryodhana is saying that, okay, these all my people died, no problem, I should get the kingdom. But Arjuna being on the other side also, he is thinking that when I get this kingdom, when I get this victory, when I get this riches, whom I will enjoy with? These are all the people who are dead before me and I cannot enjoy with them. What is the use of this victory? Very nice, right? Really, we feel that. We are trying, working hard, getting money, trying to give the best to our eye and minds. And if they are not there to enjoy, is there any impetus for us to work? No. Would we work that much, how much we are working? There is no love, there is no affection, there is no output which we can think of without them. So that is what is the Arjuna's condition. They are all situated in this battlefield to fight and are ready to give up their wealth and life also. He's feeling so much compassionate towards them that they're not caring for these things. But I care for their life. Compassion, but if you go detailedly, it's a false compassion. It's related to the I and mine. We will discuss. And here he talks about long list of lot of bodily identification and relationships. He talks about Acharya, means teacher, Pitaraha, means fathers, Putras, sons, Tataita cha Pitamaha, grandfather, and more he will do in the next verses. But he is naming all these relationships. Again, devotees, to learn. Please focus. Thus, these relationships are bodily. If this soul is in another body, if the Arjuna's soul is in another body, would he have ever thought that these are my relatives? No, he would have killed because they are adharmic. Point to be noted, right? Adharmic people, so I am going to kill them. The same rule applies here also. How come adharmic people will become good people when they come to your relatives? When they become your relatives, so they will all become good, though they perform adharma? No. Very nicely Prabhupada writes in the next verses, but we will talk about it later. I don't want to disclose everything right now. Now we are talking about Krishna here as Govinda. Interesting word, Govinda. Govinda, what we know all is, if my dear student Sahishnu was here, he would have immediately said Govinda means maintainer of the cows and maintainer of the senses and all. Here Prabhupada writes very nicely. Prabhupada explains, Krishna is the protector and maintainer of the cows and senses. This is the literal meaning. But Krishna is the pleasure giver also. He gives the pleasure. All attractive. What comes out of being all attractive? He's trying to give pleasure to everybody. He's giving pleasure to everybody. This word indicates that Arjuna is feeling, oh Krishna, you understand me, what would my senses be pleased of? Right? My senses will be pleased, especially this mind sense would be pleased only when we stop this war. Only if I don't kill my people. Right? Pleasure giver. So you are a pleasure giver and you know where does my pleasure be. Pleasure giver to the senses. So give me what I want. Why are you engaging me in which I don't get any pleasure? This word pleasure is very, very important. Very subtle word. Pleasure doesn't mean that it's only sense gratification, drinking, cigar smoking, eating palatable food. No. Our thoughts, our mind, our consciousness is also doing sense gratification. Oh, Mataji, I don't watch anything filthy or bad on the TVs and everything. But you think about them. That is subtle form of sense enjoyment. Starts with cutting with the grass. But finally it has to go from here. Those all things. Then only it will be helpful. Or else it is imitation. You are just showing off. That's it. You're not working on that. In the material world, everyone thinks in this way and expect that Krishna should. Devotees, see this. Krishna should fulfill my desires. He is the fulfiller of desires. He is the pleasure giver of the senses. So Krishna should do that. No. I was just talking to Shreyas in the morning. I knocked his door early morning, 4 o'clock. I had to go to the temple. I had some big cases of fresh produce of vegetables which have to be shifted into the car. Yesterday I shopped, but I didn't want to leave them in the car, big cases, because they get frozen. So I shifted them inside. Prabhu shifted them, another Prabhu shifted them inside. But early morning I said, Prabhu was awake, but he did all shifting yesterday. So let me tell Shreyas, because he is awake at that time sometimes, playing games and all those things. So I knocked his door and I said, Shreyas, you have to put the groceries in the van. Then Prabhu corrected me. Early morning. I took bath nicely, muddy clothes. I want to go to the temple and getting ready. Morning class for me. Through 2-3 instructions only. You cannot say anybody, you have to. Even chanting, we can't say you have to chant, Mataji. It should come from inside. Can you please do it? You could have asked him, can you please, Shreya, shift the things into the car? Shreya, you have to put the groceries inside, cases inside. I mean, he came out, but his reaction was also different. The way I asked him, he reacted also that way. He put it inside, but the reaction was not as very la la land smooth and nice. Oh, mommy, I'm coming out, I'm putting it for you. Not like that. So, nothing is have to. But devotees thinking that Krishna is the order carrier. Krishna is maintainer means it doesn't mean that Krishna will give you everything what you want. If you are surrendered souls, Krishna will give you what you deserve. I have nice way of explaining. I'm seeing here Padmanabha Prabhu. Very nice couple, Padmanabha Prabhu and Soumya Mataji. Just now we were talking. As soon as he entered, I said, Prabhuji, that was an interesting day at your home. Like, I was talking to him in Telugu. He is also Telugu. So what did he say is, what has to happen will happen. If we are fortunate enough, then Maharaj will come to our house. If we are not, then Maharaj will not come now, maybe next time. We did not take it very hard to our heart that Maharaj is somewhere else. But it's Maharaj mercy, he came here. So, we cannot order mercy. He is not our order carrier. Krishna is not our order carrier, devotees. Please remember this. He is not. He is not. He is giving pleasure to the senses. That doesn't mean that his job is only to give the pleasure to all the senses of everybody, all the jivas. I will give the pleasure to the senses of the thief also. I will give the... No, he's not. What you deserve. What you deserve. And what we need is surrenderance. And here are two topics. It's a deep subject matter, devotees, so I'm discussing in detail. Here are two subject matters we have to discuss about. One is deserving I'm talking about, right? How do we know what do we deserve? Sometimes we ask so many things, but how do we know we have to forget about what you deserve? What you are getting is what you deserve. Mataji, you are saying like that? There is a very good devotee whom I know, but he doesn't have a food to eat. So second thing is you don't expect what you deserve. I mean, you don't expect that I'm a pure devotee of the Lord. I'm doing morning and evening service to the Lord. My life is given for preaching, but I did not get what I deserve. So you don't decide what you deserve. It's Krishna who deserves. We were living in a single bedroom apartment for 22 years. Can you believe in America? Single bedroom apartment. 22 years. Before that 1 year we lived. 22 years in a single bedroom. There were a lot of times we thought about taking a house, and lot of times we got out of that topic. Why we were thinking and why we were getting off. In Krishna consciousness, in that house, we spent like 15 years. That means we didn't deserve a house? Did Krishna doesn't want to give it to us? He will give it to us when it is needed. If he gave, then I would not have spent this much time what I spent with them in that single bedroom house for my kids to give the foundation for their spiritual life. Now, after this new house, I see hardly 1 or 2 times my son coming outside for food. That's it. But when we had a single bedroom house, we were all together. We were singing together. We were doing kirtans together. We were attending Mangalartis every day at our home, 4:30 sharp, taking bath and all. And they were moldable also then easily. So at that time, Krishna decided that this single bedroom will not matter for them. The more important thing is to have a Krishna conscious life together as a family. I'm just sharing my realization. It can be anything in anybody's life. So what we deserve is important, of course, but what we deserve also we don't know. When it comes in the other way, we won't be able to take. Only surrendered souls can take. Again, going back to the point of when you have the proper shelter, whatever you're having in your life will not disturb you so much that you fall from bhakti. Okay, I went to Venkateshwar Swami, I prayed to Venkateshwar Swami, if I get my visa, I will circumambulate around you, whatever times. There is a Balaji, there is in Hyderabad, there is a visa god, Chilkur temple we call that. The god name is Visa Balaji. Okay, suppose suppose there is something happened, like somebody like Trump came in between and no visa came, that means Krishna did not sanction you visa, so you won't circumambulate around Krishna. That vow should be, I will circumambulate Krishna, after that it's your mercy, you give me the visa or not. Not after I get the visa, I will circumambulate away. Krishna is not waiting for our circumambulations. Oh.
People, they say, I will do this, you give me this.
Yeah, if you give me this, right, Prabhuji?
Transactional.
Yeah.
एक नारियल चढ़ाऊंगी
हाँ, नारियल चढ़ाऊंगी, फूल चढ़ाऊंगी, गहना दूंगी. अभी इंडिया में जो I'm not saying they are not devotees. Devotees, please don't take it as offensive. They are all devotees. But what do you want is different from what is best for you. Krishna knows what is best for you. कृष्णा को बाल चाहिए क्या? हर कोई जाके मैं बाल दूंगा. I'm not laughing at their sentiment, but Krishna wants our love towards him. Krishna wanted to learn from him what he has directly spoken in Bhagavad Gita. What else could be better scripture than Bhagavad Gita, wherein Lord himself is speaking and saying that why would we take a oath on Bhagavad Gita, not on any other scriptures like Artha Shastra, Dharma Shastra, Niti Shastra? Why won't we take the oath on those books when we do in the court, high court, supreme court, wherever it is, I'm going to tell the truth but not anything else other than truth? Why would we say that? We say that because it is spoken by Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. So it's very important what we deserve and how we take what we get from Krishna when we are surrendered. Definitely Krishna is the maintainer. Nobody else is giving anybody anything. Even the thief, if he is enjoying the riches are given by Krishna only. There is no other second Krishna for thieves. First Krishna for devotees, second Krishna for thieves, third Krishna for offenders. No, Krishna is the only one. Krishna is the only Supreme Lord. Krishna can only give. Krishna is the only giver. ओके वेंकटेश्वर स्वामी वीज़ा नहीं मिला, छोड़ो. वहाँ पे गणेश जी का भगवान है, जहाँ पे जाके हम लोग ये करेंगे, वट एवर डे गणेश जी हैज, ट्यूसडे, वेडनेसडे, वट एवर इट इज़, व्हेन वी डू दैट वी विल गेट इट. नो, हनुमान जी है वो, और भी root is root. Either Ganesha or Hanuman, servants of the Lord, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, whoever maybe it is, they're all doing these things with the sanction of Krishna. क्या बोलते हैं ना, ईश्वर के इच्छा के बिना पत्ता भी नहीं हिलता है. Even a leaf, it is moving from its place. That's because of Krishna's will, Krishna's sanction. Is Krishna sanctioning the bad things that are happening in this world, Mataji? Sanction is there, of course, but he is not forcing those sanctions on us. You understand? It's your free will, you're choosing the bad things.
Yes.
And he is giving to make you get out of those bad things. रामा ने सीता को किडनैप किया, वो रॉन्ग है. वो भगवान के बीवी को भी उठा के लेके गए. बैड पीपल बोलो, भगवान के बीवी को उठा के लेके गए. So Kali Yuga, as we are passing, that's in Treta Yuga, but Kali Yuga coming, many bad things will happen. Inundation, everything will wash off. Let's get out of here before that. No Janma, no Mrityu, no Jara, no Vyadi. We have to get out of this, or else it's very difficult. It's not like we will lose any enjoyment when we serve Krishna devotees. Krishna is the master, we are his servants, yes, understood? That's our real constitutional position. He provides us what we deserve, but we have to have complete faith on him that what he is providing us is what we deserve. Then we will not have complaints. No complaints. Okay, मेरे हिस्से में इतना ही था, भगवान इतना ही दिए, उससे मेरे को कोई complaint नहीं है. I don't have complaint on that. The important thing is essence of bhakti, devotees. We should not misunderstand this essence of bhakti. Essence of bhakti is service. Never Srila Prabhupada translated devotion as bhakti. What did he say? Bhakti definition? What is the definition of bhakti given by Srila Prabhupada? Devotional service. Why did he add service? Because our eternal position is we are servants of Krishna. माता पिता का सेवा करेंगे, मदर इन लॉ फादर इन लॉ का करेंगे, बच्चे का करेगा, हस्बैंड का करेंगे, बीवी का करेंगे, सबका करेंगे. कुछ नहीं मिले तो कुत्ता बिल्ली का करेगा, लेकिन सेवा तो करेगा ही करेगा, क्योंकि सेवा अपना नेचर है. इफ नॉट एनीबडी एल्स इन द रिलेशंस, माता जी, people try to serve the cats and dogs because their eternal position is serving. But when this service becomes unconditional, then we will see Krishna in everybody. Whole topic last week was seeing Krishna in everybody. When our service becomes unconditional, we are giving conditions to Krishna. If you do this, I will do this. If I do this, you do this to me. So when our service becomes unconditional, then we can see Krishna in everywhere. This verse also in the purport what I was reading from my phone about Vaikuntha, Narada, Tishtami, those things. When you see Krishna everywhere, every place is Vaikuntha. Every place is Goloka. That's why our acharyas say, may I be a worm in the stool also. I have no problem. But make sure that I remember you. Because wherever I remember you, that place becomes Vaikuntha. Very nice. Very nice. Deep, just we have to understand. Yes. Today evening, Mataji, the class was so excellent. Maharaj gave such a nice class. I was night also thinking about that. Early morning also I was thinking about, how about after next week when you go to some place where is there everybody's karmis? How can you remember that? You have to meditate on those. Just meditating not. Act on those. Not only acting on those. Share about that. Or else we will become Dead Sea. Information, no transformation. The Dead Sea is not useful for anybody. The Dead Sea should have branches wherein this can go out through the branches so that the water remains fresh. Very beautiful water. You take a nice, nowadays the decorative things are coming, right? When there is a program in our house, अच्छे वाले decorative वाले आते हैं ना, उसमें full water डालते हैं, उसमें full डालते हैं, आते हैं, इतना fresh लगता है, fresh mums, fresh lotuses and big nice decorative pots. Okay, today it is there. Tomorrow also it will be fresh. Third day also fresh. एक हफ्ते के बाद देखो बांस मारने लगेगा, पानी फेंकना पड़ेगा, flowers throw करना पड़ेगा. You have to throw everything. Like that we will start stinking when you don't share this. Ours becomes more. I'm not saying we'll stink with Krishna's knowledge, but whatever we get happiness through Krishna's mercy, when we share, it doubles, it triples, it multiples. It purifies us, it purifies others. I was speaking Bhagavad Gita since last 15 years, but I was not speaking like this. Slowly, gradually. It's a gradual process. So essence of bhakti is to serve unconditionally. Unconditional devotional service. This is what Krishna wants. Let's go to 34 and 35, which is a continuation more about Krishna speaking. అన్నయ్య ఇది మీది ఒక్కసారి మ్యూట్ చేస్తారా అన్నయ్య? అన్మ్యూట్లో ఉంది. మళ్ళీ బయటకి వెళ్ళొస్తా. ఓకే, గుడ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ అన్నయ్య. So this one, 34 and 35 we will go to. Again, relationships are mentioned. We will go in detail about this. Matula swasura pautra shala sambandinasthatha etanna hantumichhami gnatopi madhusudana. Beautiful addressing again, Madhusudana. We'll discuss about this Madhusudana. अपि त्रैलोक्य राजस्य हेतो किं नु महीकृते निहत्य धातराष्ट्राणा का परित्याज्य जनार्दन. Two important words to be discussed here, Madhusudana and Janardana. I love this relationship addressing, so that we can understand the meaning of that relationship in that context and get the essence. Very beautiful addressing. So now he is identifying bodily, so all relatives, continuation, like not only mothers, fathers, what we discussed, and later it comes about Pitaraha, fathers, Putra, sons, and then comes uncles, maternal uncles, Matulaha, then father-in-law, Swasuraha, and Pautra, grandsons, Shala, brothers-in-laws, Sambandhina, relatives. So these all he is naming, and then he is addressing Krishna as Madhusudana. Even if I get all these, Krishna says, even if I get all these three worlds' riches, wealth, still I don't want to kill them. So he is relating everything with riches, he is relating everything with victory, he is relating everything with killing, he is relating everything with what any materialistic person wants.
It's more of a comfort level.
Bodily.
He wants to sit at the comfort level. He doesn't want to move out of the comfort level.
My mind is saying,
here, that's where I want to be.
and his comfort zone is wrong zone.
Yeah, it's
His comfort zone is bodily zone. I and mine. Duryodhana also is saying same thing. My comfort zone is riches. So I want riches. My comfort zone is not riches, so I don't want riches. Arjuna is also saying same thing. But above all, whose comfort zone is what? Is the dharma. Dharma has to be established. I don't want to kill sons of Dhritarashtra. I don't think I will enjoy anything by killing all of my kinsmen. Think about Krishna. What Krishna would be thinking? I went as a peace messenger. They said no. We decided on the war. I arranged everything. I took up his charioteer position, which is the least position, Suta work. And now this guy is saying he doesn't want to fight. Krishna was not a strict teacher to slap Arjuna and say that, do it. He was very kind. He was very kind. Every time he says, in my opinion, this is the one. In my opinion. What in my opinion? You are Supreme Personality of the Godhead. Just order. But Krishna did not do that. Because Arjuna was so surrendered that he became ready to be a nimitta. Instrument. He was very qualified. He was very surrendered. He was very close to Krishna. But he has agreed to become a person who doesn't know anything. Person who is a fool. Person who is a dumb. Person who is a debater with Krishna. It's very hard. If you love somebody, we have heard this story from Maharaj about if you want to kill somebody who is very dear to you because of some reason, then blaspheme them fully, then it is equal to killing. And then how should I feel blaspheming them is when you glorify about yourself, then you will be killed by yourself. Like when you glorify yourself before a more elevated than person you, that means you are killed already. So it's like that. Arjuna's condition was like, Krishna's condition was like that. Think about Krishna. Like child and parents, right? Prabhujis and Matajis, most of you have children. Like you tell to the child that, okay, this is bad, beta, we are not doing this, we are doing something good. For that good, I am working so much, I am trying so much, we will build it nicely, and you can go and do that work. And you spend almost 1 year on that, and you collect you work hard, you get the funds, and you build something for it. He will come and say, oh, I don't like it, I don't want to go there. I don't like it. That's what Arjuna was saying, I don't like it. So coming to the point of word Janardhana. What is Janardhana? Many people misunderstand this word Janardhana. So I have a question to live devotees and online devotees. What does Janardhana mean?
Maintainer of
And
who maintain
Jana, Praja. Yeah, that is one understand. But what does actual meaning is Jana Ardhana. Ardhana means one who kills. Jana means people, not normal people. He came for a purpose, right? Out of the 3 purposes he came, protect the devotees, kill the annihilants and establish the dharma. The second one is kill the annihilants. Jan Ardhana, Adhana, Madhusudhana, Adhana, Dhana. Killing. So whom he is killing is the killer of the miscreants. So Goloka descendant. He descended from Goloka for this purpose. So what is Arjuna saying here by calling him as Janardhana? Addressing context to say what is Arjuna thinking?
he is saying that you are Janardhana. Basically, you are killing everyone.
Yes.
You
you can.
And Madhusudana. Because you are the one
Killer of the demon Madhu.
You are killing all the demons and everything, and now you are telling me not to kill everyone.
No, kill everyone.
Kill everyone.
Yeah. But what he is saying is, one more point is, you can kill everybody, go and directly kill. Why you want to engage me in killing?
Yes.
I don't want to kill.
Yeah.
You can kill, and you have been killing wrong people. Why you are putting me here in between to kill them? You kill them. He's saying, you kill them.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill them.
Yeah,
I
because
can't. Yeah,
you are the one
You have this name of being Madhusudana, Keshava, and Janardhana.
Starting from Putana.
Yeah, everybody you're killing.
Everyone,
So
then
kill.
I don't
Why are you engaging me? So the devotee's heart is very soft. Devotees cannot do certain things, though it is ought to be done. There are 2 things. One, you can retaliate devotees with proper Shastric knowledge. One, you can go away from there. Most of the times when it comes to debate with higher people, many devotees move away from there. So it is very hard. So devotee's heart is very soft, very compassionate. So Arjuna's heart is like that. He has a saintly nature. He is in the Kshatriya body, but his nature is saintly. He cannot kill. He's saying to Krishna, why don't you take up this task? You're already good at this, killing people, killing wrong people. So why you are doing that? And he says one more thing here. Very important thing. In Mahabharata, after this all war happened, Arjuna and the Pandavas ruled the kingdom. I mean, Yudhishthira Maharaj and Pandavas ruled the kingdom for 37 years. And Arjuna, thinking as a long perspective, for this short time period of pleasure, I mean, he's giving all kinds of excuses. If it is longevity is more 200 years, you are going to rule, means he will do. He will not do. But he's telling to Krishna that for just 37 years of material pleasures, victory and enjoyment, should I risk my eternal place? He says that I will go to hellish planetary system.
Yeah, because
If I don't do this, then I have an eternal shelter place of going to the higher planetary systems. Prabhupada writes in the purport that I cannot risk. Arjuna is thinking, I cannot risk. Very nicely. Very nicely. I cannot risk. So he is afraid that sin will overcome. Sin will overcome by doing this activity. Verse 36 is beautiful. We will do 36. Yes, 36, deeper understanding, and then we will end the class. Last verse, 36 verse. So 32 to 35, basically here Arjuna is saying that I have these reasons for not to fight. You are Janardana, you kill, why are you making me an instrument? Becoming an instrument in the hands of Krishna is so fortunate thing. Immediately, papam, bijam, kutam, everything will be nullified, just becoming an instrument in Krishna's mercy, delivering Krishna's knowledge. We know from 18th chapter, we all know what Krishna says. One who delivers my knowledge to others is more dear to me than one who directly serves me. So let's do it. So last verse of the day today. I underlined something, so I'll read from 35 purport something. Sorry, just listen. Everyone wants to show his opulence to friends and relatives, but Arjuna fears that all his relatives and friends will be killed on the battlefield and he will be unable to share the opulence after the victory. Sense gratification, isn't it? Yeah. Prabhupada writes so nicely. Generally, it's a material mentality that I have to show off my abilities to my own people. We are not doing for some if you are living in America, we don't do the things for India people how you should. The one who are in our premise, one who are seeing us, one who are watching us, we want to be in the center. So we do it for all of them. And Arjuna is saying, if I kill all of them, who will see my prophet? It is a mind. Mind is tricking him. So he is saying, this is a typical calculation of a material life. The transcendentalist life, he can, Lord willing, accept all kind of opulence for the service of the Lord. Very important. Are you using all your opulences given by Krishna in Krishna's service, or are you using all those opulence to make yourself be in the center? Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. The senses which are given by Krishna have to be used in pleasing the senses of Krishna. Mataji, if we please the sense of Krishna, how about our senses? हम लोग कहाँ जाएंगे? अरे भाई मास्टर और सर्वेंट का रिलेशनशिप मटेरियल वर्ल्ड के जैसा नहीं है. इट्स नॉट लाइक मटेरियल वर्ल्ड. इन द स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड द मास्टर एंड सर्वेंट रिलेशनशिप, आई एम जस्ट रिमेंबरिंग एन एनालॉजी, आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू. इट्स लाइक ए ड्राइवर एंड ए बॉस. A car driver is driving the car, right? The boss is coming and sitting. Car is driving. Who is serving? Driver is serving. Who is enjoying? The master is enjoying. Next. Who is sitting all the time in the car? The driver. The master is going all around everywhere. And when the master says it's too hot, can you switch on the AC? When the AC is on, is only the AC going to the master?
No.
Is only heat going to the master in the cold?
Will go to the
Driver and then to the master. So it's automatic. When Krishna is pleased, we are automatically pleased. Don't try to please yourself separately, Krishna, and say that Krishna, you are not pleasing me. Krishna has given you the key. You are not able to use the key and fattar la ke फोड़ रहे हो ताले को. क्या फायदा है? No use. No use. Take the key nicely, open it and go inside. You can easily enter. Goloka you can enter. Vaikunta you can enter. Wherever you want you can go. Tell to Krishna, I want to go to Ayodhya in spiritual world. You will be going to Ayodhya in spiritual world. I want to go to Hanuman place. You can go to Hanuman place, Kishkindia. Anywhere. Access is only one key. That is Krishna. And then Prabhupada writes, the devotee of the Lord does not retaliate against the wrongdoer, but the Lord does not tolerate any mischief done to his devotee by his miscreants. Very important point. This we understand from Jagai and Madai story. Jagai and Madai, Lord said, I will kill them. The devotee of the Lord Nityananda said, forgive them. So devotee is more merciful. But don't take it for granted that devotee is merciful, so I will left and right perform all the offenses, he will forgive me. No, but there is somebody above him, that is Krishna. Krishna won't tolerate this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not tolerate this. He came with a chakra, I am going to kill. Then Nityananda Prabhu said, this is not the purpose you came for. This is not the parshad you got. You got Sankirtan. You got Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Your job is to purify with the Mahamantra. Yeah, when the demon was released, Sudarshan Chakra, yes. Therefore, the Lord was determined to kill the miscreants, although Arjuna wanted to excuse them. Krishna said, no, it's not correct. Follow the dharma, do it. Krishna is making Arjuna an instrument, because if Krishna kills, it will be another like Putana story. It will be, where does Bhagavad Gita come from? Where does dharma come from? It will be another demon story, right? It's not like that. Krishna is explaining us through Arjuna what we have to do and what we should not do. Let's go to the 36th verse, devotees. I can speak on one verse for 1 week. It's like that, Bhagavad Gita, my life. Bhagavatam, I can't speak much, but Bhagavad Gita is like that. Papameva shrayedasman hatvaitana tatayina tasman narah vayam hantum dhatarashtran sabhandavan swajanam hi kritam krishna hatva Swajanam hi katam hatva sukhina shyama madhava. Very important, very, very learning words. Atataina and Madhava. Atataina is a beautiful word. In the translation itself, you can see what is Arjuna saying, and Arjuna is contradicting to his words. Let's see. Let's read translation. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. The word is used here is aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of goddess of fortune? How could we be happy by killing our own kinsman? Beautiful verse, Matajis and Prabhujis. Two things again. One thing is, he is still seeking for the pleasure. How could we be happy by killing? He is looking for happiness. He is looking for happiness. When you don't want Rajyam, when you don't want victory, then why are you looking for happiness? Right? Nothing is pleasing me, he is saying. And what happiness we will get out of this? You are not doing for happiness. Happiness is a side benefit which will come automatically when you perform your dharma properly. You go on the battlefield, you are an army person. You go and hold the gun there and your enemy is before you. Oh, if I kill him, I won't get happiness, so I won't kill him. No, you are doing your duty, you are doing your job, you will be thrown out of your job. You will not get your pay. Your duty right there is to perform your duty. That's it. So here, we'll discuss about this Atataina word. Prabhupada starts the purport itself with Atataina word. There are 6 kinds of aggressors, what Prabhupada is speaking here according to the Vedic injunctions. Who are those? Poison giver. Let's discuss these 6 quickly, fastly, within like 30 seconds each word. Poison giver. You all know. Kauravas are poison givers, right? They tried to kill Bhima by giving poisonous food. They called him as a small children, they called him for the Vanabhojanam. Let's all have a picnic. And there they try to poison Bhima. So I don't want to extend on this. What kind of aggressors these all people fit in. There are not 6. There are only 6. But if there are 60 kinds of people who fall under our aggressors, Kauravas will fall in all those 60 categories. That much bad they were. Poison giver. Duryodhana giving poison to Bhima. Second one is one who sets fire to house, somebody else's house. They did that right? Very perfectly. Lack house, they said, oh, we are going to build you a nice house, go there and stay there, chill, we will provide all the food and everything. And what did they give? They gave is the lack house. And they did not convince directly, they took the help of again their servant. Vidura? Who is that? Vidura? No, Vidura? Yeah. Somebody went to tell that this is good house, you can do it. Then only they went. So all the Pandavas went. And then what did they do? Okay, lack house is okay. But what was their plan behind lack house? To burn the lack house. There was no other intention to give them nice place to live or stay or food. They want to burn the lack house. Lucky that with Krishna's mercy they were able to make a tunnel inside. So these all subways and tunnels and all those things you see are made long back. 5,000 years back only they were there. So they made a tunnel. Bhima carried everybody on his shoulders. One here, one here, one here, one there, one in the back. And he went through that because 6 people cannot go through the tunnel. 5 Pandavas, mother, everybody cannot go. So he carried everybody and he is a big body. He squeezed in through the tunnel. Poison givers, sets fire to, attacks with deadly weapons every time. Even including the Mahabharata war which happened after Bhagavad Gita has been spoken in the war, they killed the Upapandavas. Just sleeping young teenager boys in the tent, you go after in the evening sunset when you cannot do those kind of activities, go and kill them while sleeping. How bad? They were doing all their life like that only. If they don't like something, they were killed. Plunders all riches. Basically, Shakuni cheated them in the dice game, started with the dice game, invited, cheated, and they want to plunder the riches of Pandavas. Else Pandavas would have ruled. One who steals the land of others. Whole fight is for the land. Right? I want to rule the kingdom. Land. And then comes the one who kidnaps the wife. 100% they had a very bad eye on Draupadi. That's why Karna is not at all. Many people think that, oh, Karna is great, oh, Karna is this, oh, Karna is charitable person, Karna is really good only because he took the association of Duryodhana, he is bad. No, Karna is bad by nature. Veerabhadra Prabhu knows the story of who was Karna in the previous life. He'll tell you next time. I don't want to extend the class. But Karna is very bad. Just the impetus of telling that get his wife to you was given by Karna to Duryodhana. He told that she's your slave. He slave means she is your slave. You enjoy. Because Karna couldn't get Draupadi. Karna wanted Draupadi. Duryodhana wanted Draupadi. These all people wanted Draupadi. They couldn't get. Yeah, they couldn't get. You are not qualified. Get out of the place. And Duryodhana falling in that water, Draupadi smiling and laughing, insulting, everything they have in their mind. Abused her. Yeah, you are not chaste. You are not even chaste. You have five
Cheat on
husbands.
my Janga or something like that.
Duryodhana. That's why he.
Karna also said
No. Duryodhana. That's the reason Bhima. Duryodhana's 2 things, correct? Then he says, she's fit to. Karna says, she's fit to sit on your lap. That's what he says. And then Duryodhana shows his lap and pats on his lap and says, come and sit. So Mahabharata is like that. But they're bad means bad. They're aggressors means aggressors. Now we talk an interesting topic. For 5 more minutes we'll end the class. There is one thing called Artha Shastra, one thing called Niti Shastra. Artha Shastra more deals with politics and sociology. Dharma Shastra deals more with the dharma. So according to Artha Shastra, Arjuna has to kill. According to Dharma Shastra, Mahimsa Sarva Bhutani means we should not take anybody's life. So Arjuna is putting Dharma Shastra on top of Artha Shastra. So it is contradictory. Krishna is Dharma personified. Krishna is asking to kill, and Arjuna is not following Artha Shastra but Dharma Shastra. Krishna is asking him to follow Artha Shastra. This Artha Shastra, Dharma Shastra, these all confusions we will get it for people who read too much and don't follow anything. So on top of any Shastra is Krishna. 15.15. Vedaischa sarvair ahameva vedyar. Everything comes from me. I am the source of all the Vedas. When the author, compiler, source of the Vedas is telling, do this, then why we have to look for all other Vedas? Vyasadeva was not happy writing all these Shastras. Vyasadeva was not at all satisfied. Vyasadeva is the compiler of all these Shastras, right? He is literary incarnation of Krishna himself. Because without his mercy, we would have not known Bhagavad Gita. How? Vyasadeva gave the mercy to Sanjaya. Sanjaya is telling to that so that we are all listening. So, that Vyasadeva wrote so many scriptures and Vedas, he is not satisfied. Who we are to pick from the Vedas something and say that, oh, Krishna is doing Arthashastra. This is all Prabhupada's writing. Like, don't misunderstand Arjuna or Krishna's advices here. Very important. And then I wanted to talk something about Arjuna's nature is saintly, but he is in the position of Kshatriya, administrator. So Prabhupada writes nicely. I want to read again from Prabhupada's person. This kind of saintliness, however, is not for a Kshatriya. Devotees, listen carefully. So we all are born with some qualities, and with our nature, we belong to some Varna and some Ashrama. So we have to do the duties according to our Varna and Ashrama, following the Dharma under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. The kind of saintliness, however, is not for Kshatriyas. Although a responsible man in the administration of a state is required to be saintly, it's not that administrative people have to be cruel. Don't misunderstand. Administrative people can kill anybody, can do anything. No, they have to be saintly. He should not be cowardly. Keeping that saintly nature in the front, he should not avoid his duty. For example, Lord Rama was very saintly, right? He was Maryada Purushottam. Everybody, if somebody asks which yuga you want to go in, they will say Rama's yuga, Treta yuga, because he is exemplary in everywhere. He's a very good son, he's good, everything, as in, like he was very soft-natured. But what happened? Lord Rama was so saintly that people even now are anxious to live in the kingdom of Rama. It's called what? Ramarajya. But Lord Rama never showed any cowardliness or cowardice when it came to the point of Ravana, because Ravana was an aggressor. He kidnapped him. Lord's wife, not the human's wife. He kidnapped directly the Lord's wife against Rama, and Ravana kidnapped Rama's wife Sita. But Lord Rama gave him sufficient lessons, strong lessons to Ravana. Unparalleled in the history of the world. Unparalleled. During Ramayana pastime, we learn so many things. We learn Vibhishana's surrender, and how Rama said that not only Vibhishana, even a Ravana comes and says, I surrender unto you, I give him the shelter. Already you give to Vibhishana the kingdom, somebody can say. Then what you will give to Ravana if he comes? I'll give my Ayodhya to Ravana. That's Rama. That's Rama. So that's called Ramarajya. In Arjuna's case, however, these aggressors were not bad people. These aggressors were his grandfather, they were his teachers. So very, very, very sensitive place Arjuna is in. Very sensitive. It's easy to say, oh, follow the Dharma, do whatever Krishna is saying. Like in the grandfather who fed him, who took care of him after his father's leaving the body, the teacher who made him learn the arrows, Arjuna has to shoot the arrows on his teacher. It's hard. It's hard. It's very hard. So, besides, the saintly persons are advised to... So Arjuna takes a step back from his Kshatriya position, thinking of all these things, and he says that we can forgive. We can forgive. Besides that, saintly persons are advised to forgive. Such injunction for the saintly persons are more important than political emergency. Prabhupada writes. That's why Arjuna was acting from that platform. Arjuna considered that rather than killing his own kinsmen for political reason, it would be better to forgive them on the grounds of religion and saintly behavior. That's why he was saying he doesn't want to kill. He doesn't want to kill. Here, Krishna has been addressed as Madhava, isn't it? We discussed about this word Madhava before. Madhava means what? The husband of Madhavi. Who is Madhavi? Goddess of fortune. So, I am seeing all inauspiciousness only Krishna by doing all these things, and you are the husband of auspiciousness altogether. Why don't you give me some auspiciousness directly without me involving in killing all these people? He's addressing Madhava. Learning for all of us through these verses, Matajis and Prabhujis, is we are getting a very fortunate opportunity to learn from the topmost scripture given. Many people say, Mataji, Bhagavatam is Amala Puran, you say there is no impurities, so Bhagavatam is more important. Arey bhai, first, who are you, understand? What you have to do, understand. Then about a devotee life. Being a devotee is the ultimate goal, but how to go there is through Bhagavad Gita. You understand? Topmost literature, having studied Bhagavad Gita, no need to study these 4 Vedas, all Yajurveda, this Veda, Sama Veda, no need to learn. Krishna already told, I am the compiler of all the Vedas, I am giving you Bhagavad Gita directly, personal teaching of Krishna. So let's depend on this. We don't have time, first of all. Do we have time? One Shastra, there is one beautiful story. I don't remember the names, but we will say XYZ, like a devotee. I don't remember exactly right now on my tongue names, but one devotee of the Lord is there. When his time came to go, Yama came and he said that I want to take you. Then he was so much, my husband would have told the name exactly. I have something in my mind, but if it is wrong, I don't want to be, it is on recording. But take it as a devotee of the Lord. He was reading. He was so much interested to read more and more and more about God and details and all. Then his time came to go. Everybody gets their time, though he is devotee, non-devotee, everybody has their own time. They came and then he requests to the Lord of Death that please, I am doing this reading service, I am so much indulged in this reading and knowing more. Reading basically is knowing. So वो इतना इंटरेस्टेड था जानने के बारे में कि मेरे को थोड़ा और चांस दे दो, थोड़ा और टाइम दे दो, मैं थोड़ा कर लूँगा फिर लेके जाना. Then okay, he says okay, 5 more years, 10 more years, whatever it is. He gives the time. And after 10 years again he comes. He says, it's so interesting to know about the Lord. Give me 10 more years, 5 more years. He's not asking for sense gratification. Remember Mataji, he want more. Okay, Yama ने बोला ठीक है और 10 साल दे देता हूँ मैं. He is the declarer of everything, right? So he says, I'll give it. But finally when Yama comes, what does the devotee says is, now you can take me. Then Yama asks, did you finish reading and understanding everything about God? No, I found that he is unlimited. He cannot be understood in full at any time, how much ever we do try to endeavor. Yama likes it, and Yama says that I will send you to the place where you can completely understand because you are very inquisitive to do this. And he takes him and he puts him in the proper place. So we are very, very fortunate to understand and read and sit and discuss this topmost literature which will help us fulfill the human life, fulfill the reason why we took the human birth. We are very fortunate and we have to be very, 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 very grateful to the Acharyas. Without their mercy, we wouldn't have read these things, especially Prabhupada. Yari Prabhupada na hoite, tabe ki hoite, kuch bhi, nothing would have been possible with Prabhupada. Right? Life would have gone waste. We wouldn't have known Jagannath Rath Yatras, we wouldn't have known Janmashtamis, we wouldn't have known Kirtan love festivals, we wouldn't have known Krishna himself. How much we knew about Krishna before reading Prabhupada? We knew. As, again, order carrier, God, awe and reverence, that's it. How to get out of this is not just by knowing Krishna as order carrier. We have to do some actions. Bhagavad Gita says you cannot get attached to not working. You have to work. When you work, there are consequences. There are good actions, there are bad actions. Good actions will have good consequences. Bad actions will have bad consequences. But both are shackles. Iron shackles or golden shackles. Shackles are shackles. Shackles are meant to be bound us. Oh, I have a golden shackles. I'm enjoying in the prison with the golden shackles. No, you're still in the prison house. So do the activity which will not bind us to this material world. And that is given in Bhagavad Gita. As long as we do it for our own sense gratification, we are binding ourselves. As long as we have discussed just now before that, when you try to please the senses of the Lord, automatically your senses are pleased. It's not that please my senses Krishna, please my senses Krishna, please. It's automatically taken care. Wonderful. We are crossing the time, so I think Mona Mataji left a message and I'm getting late and she left at 8:30 or something. But we are good. Yeah, we will stop the recording as of now.